Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, March 31 to April 11, reveal that Ava Jerome will uncover a shocking revelation, while Jason Morgan and Sasha Gilmore Corbin strengthen their bond. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos will face unexpected developments, so let's dive into what's ahead. During the week of March 31–April 4, Sonny and Jason will encounter setbacks in their efforts to extract information from Salisky, the individual involved in the recent attack against Sonny. Although Jason and Sonny won't immediately uncover who orchestrated the incident, Sonny will remain determined to get to the bottom of it. This will lead to a shift in Sonny's strategy as he continues his quest for justice against his unknown adversary. Meanwhile, Christina Corinthos Davis will be overwhelmed by the repercussions of a recent decision she made. Rick Lansing and Elizabeth Baldwin will be involved in a car accident that results in them being rushed to GH. Lucky Spencer will have an emotional reaction upon seeing Elizabeth injured, and it may not take him long to suspect Christina's involvement in an incident that went terribly wrong. Ava may also stumble upon key details that lead her to a stunning realization. Could Ava piece together the puzzle and suspect that Christina's actions unintentionally led to Rick's car being affected? As for Molly Lansing Davis, she'll struggle with worry over Rick's condition. Molly will be terrified of losing another loved one, leading her to lean on Cody Bell for support. Of course, Molly's distress will only intensify Christina's internal conflict in the coming episodes. Christina may find herself comforting Molly as well, all while struggling with the weight of her own hidden truth. Next, GH fans can look forward to a special episode airing on Tuesday, April 1. This will mark the show's 62nd anniversary, featuring the dedication of the Dr. Monica Quartermain Cardiac Care Center. Later, Diane Miller will conduct a job interview. Since Diane and Alexis Davis are looking to expand their legal team, Marco will likely enter the picture. Lucas Jones will be in for a surprise when Marco secures the job and announces his move to Port Charles. This will set the stage for a potential romantic connection between Marco and Lucas, but Brad Cooper may not be too thrilled about this new development. Natalia Ramirez will also have strong feelings as she confronts Jen Sidwell. Could their disagreement be tied to their family, particularly regarding Marco? Meanwhile, Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan will find common ground as they reconnect following recent turmoil. However, Carly will still have to navigate Jason's concerns once he returns from Toronto. Jason and Carly will attempt to clear the air, but whether Jason can accept her relationship with Brennan remains to be seen. Regardless, Jason will also reunite with Sasha upon his return, leading to some heartfelt moments as their connection grows. Elsewhere, Jocelyn Jax will grow suspicious, possibly when Vaughn takes her away from the WSB training facility for a special assignment. Jocelyn will ultimately learn her WSB status, and it looks like she'll successfully move on to the next phase. All indications suggest that Jocelyn is on the path to becoming an official WSB agent, but the challenges of a covert lifestyle will soon become apparent. As for Kai Taylor, he'll inform Trina Robinson about Drew Quartermain's generous offer to cover the cost of surgery that could restore his football career. Trina will be cautious about Drew's motives and may advise Kai to think carefully before making a decision. Later, Kai and Trina's plans may be interrupted, potentially disrupting a special evening together. Meanwhile, Drew will have another intense encounter with Curtis Ashford following his failed attempt to gain leverage in the Quartermain family. Things may not go Drew's way, but he's not one to back down easily. During the week of April 7 to 11, Portia Robinson and Nina Reeves may join forces in an unexpected way. Will Nina and Portia find a way to gain the upper hand on Drew, or will he manage to turn the tables on them? Despite Jason's efforts to accept Carly's relationship with Brennan, he may still have lingering doubts. Brennan's secrets could eventually come to light, and the truth may prove to be his undoing. Meanwhile, Ava could find herself in a position of power after piecing together the car incident involving Christina. Could Ava use this knowledge to influence Christina's future decisions? General Hospital spoilers promise plenty of drama, twists, and surprises over the next 2 weeks. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Dr. Portia Robinson and Nina Reeves are forming an alliance against strong motivations to ensure Drew faces setbacks, as their futures could be in jeopardy if he exposes them. Portia risks losing her medical license and possibly her freedom if Drew uncovers certain secrets, while Nina fears that her already fragile relationship with her daughter, Willow Corinthos, could be permanently severed if she doesn't take action soon. As they strategize to counter Drew's influence, they may find themselves considering more drastic measures than they originally anticipated. Portia has previously expressed a strong desire to be free of Drew's interference. She might attempt to persuade Nina that eliminating his control over their lives is the only way forward. While Nina may initially resist, continuous pressure from Drew could push her to a point where she feels she has no other choice but to take decisive action against him. Portia, having access to Drew's medical records, could find something that could be used against him. She might suggest that he needs specific medication or subtly adjust test results to raise concern about his health, prompting Dr. Isaiah Gannon to intervene with a prescription. Drew, trusting medical advice, might take the recommended treatment, unaware that an unforeseen interaction between medications, something only Portia is privy to, could create complications. Meanwhile, Nina, with access to Drew's environment, might have the opportunity to manipulate the situation in ways that make his downfall appear entirely coincidental. Over time, Drew could begin experiencing unexpected symptoms. If the plan unfolds as intended, his health may deteriorate in a way that appears completely natural. Eventually, if he collapses, Willow would be shocked and rush him to the hospital, unaware of the underlying manipulations at play. If Portia and Nina's efforts succeed, will additional measures be necessary to ensure their objectives are met? Or will Drew's fate be sealed by this carefully orchestrated plan? The drama is heating up in Port Charles as 2 of its prominent residents, Portia Robinson and Nina Reeves, are reportedly plotting to bring down Drew Kane. General Hospital reveals that the 2 women, driven by their individual motivations, are considering drastic measures to achieve their goals. The news is already sending shockwaves through the fan base, who are eager to understand the specific reasons behind their actions and what these drastic measures might entail. To understand the brewing storm, it's crucial to delve into the complex relationships and history that connect these characters. Nina's animosity towards Drew stems from a series of events that have left her feeling betrayed and wronged. The most significant of these involves Willow Tate. Nina secretly knew Willow was her biological daughter but was convinced to keep it a secret. However, Drew eventually learned the truth and, after a period of agonizing, revealed it to Willow. While Drew believed he was doing the right thing, Nina saw it as a deliberate attempt to sabotage her burgeoning relationship with her newfound daughter. This has fueled her resentment towards him, leading her to believe that Drew consistently acts against her best interests. Nina likely sees Drew as a meddler, constantly interfering in her personal life and preventing her from achieving happiness. She might perceive his actions as rooted in a judgment of her past mistakes and a lack of faith in her ability to change. Beyond the Willow situation, Nina has a history of conflict with the Quartermain family, of which Drew is now a part. His connection to the family likely adds another layer of frustration for Nina, who often feels like an outsider battling against a powerful and established force. This feeling of being marginalized could contribute to her desperation to take Drew down. Portia's motivation for targeting Drew is directly tied to Trina Robinson and Curtis Ashford. Portia is deeply protective of her daughter, Trina. She has always been concerned about Trina's relationship with Spencer Cassadine, believing Spencer is a bad influence and a source of constant drama in Trina's life. Drew, as Spencer's uncle, is seen by Portia as someone who implicitly supports Spencer's behavior, even if unintentionally. Portia likely believes that by undermining Drew, she can weaken the Cassadine influence on Trina. She may also feel that Drew is not doing enough to steer Spencer towards a more responsible path. Furthermore, Portia's relationship with Curtis has been strained recently due to his past and complicated family history. This includes his relationship with his father and the revelation about his son Tommy. If Drew is somehow perceived as being entangled in this situation, or if Portia believes he is hindering Curtis's healing process, it could contribute to her desire to take him down. Portia wants to protect both Trina and Curtis, and she may see Drew as a threat to the phrase drastic measures has sparked intense speculation among viewers. Both Nina and Portia have established businesses and connections in Port Charles. They could potentially use their influence to undermine Drew's business ventures, particularly his work with Aurora Media. This could involve spreading rumors, manipulating contracts, or sabotaging deals to damage Drew's reputation and financial standing. Drew has a complex past, including his involvement with the Navy SEALs and the memory transfer experiment that initially gave him Jason Morgan's memories. Nina and Portia could attempt to dig up information about these events and use them to discredit Drew. They might leak sensitive information to the press or involve the authorities in an investigation, hoping to expose Drew's past and tarnish his image. Nina and Portia are both skilled at manipulating situations to their advantage. They could try to drive a wedge between Drew and his loved ones, such as Carly Corinthos or his daughter, Scout. This could involve spreading lies, creating misunderstandings, or playing on existing insecurities to disrupt Drew's personal life and isolate him from his support system. While less likely, there is a possibility that Nina or Portia could pursue legal action against Drew. This could involve filing a lawsuit based on fabricated charges or attempting to use legal loopholes to undermine his business or personal affairs. Regardless of the specific measures they take, Nina and Portia's actions are likely to have significant consequences for themselves and those around them. The plot against Drew could further damage Nina's already strained relationship with Willow. Similarly, Portia's actions could affect her relationship with Trina, who might disapprove of her mother's tactics. Depending on the severity of their actions, Nina and Portia could face legal consequences. Conspiracy, defamation, and obstruction of justice are all potential charges that could arise from their scheme. If their plot is exposed, Nina and Portia could face backlash from the Port Charles community. Their reputations could be tarnished, and they could lose the trust and respect of those around them. The feud between Nina, Portia, and Drew could escalate into a full-blown war with devastating consequences for all involved. One thing is certain, the drama in Port Charles is far from over. General Hospital spoilers reveal that the latest drama is unfolding around Isaiah Gannon, a mysterious doctor who has found himself in the middle of things from the moment he arrived in Port Charles under unexpected circumstances. Is he simply a skilled transplant surgeon with a complicated past, or could he be working behind the scenes for one of Port Charles' most notorious figures? From his unusual arrival to his enigmatic history, Isaiah is clearly harboring secrets, and fans are eager to uncover who is truly pulling the strings. Isaiah's entrance was anything but quiet. He arrived in Port Charles fresh from a turbulent experience in Somalia, where he had been entangled in a precarious situation with Lucky Spencer and Jen Sidwell. While Isaiah managed to make it out, Lucky's journey home was more complicated. Now, Isaiah is here, using his medical credentials as his golden ticket. Was it sheer luck, or a carefully orchestrated plan? Many fans speculate that his timely arrival in Port Charles wasn't a coincidence, but rather the result of a well-laid-out scheme to ensure he crossed paths with Lucky and ultimately ended up in town. Then there's his past, which raises even more questions. Isaiah is a transplant surgeon, but his career took a turn that led him to step away from performing those critical procedures. Rumors suggest that a tragic incident occurred, a patient lost under controversial circumstances, or perhaps a professional misstep that shook him to the core. Whatever the case, it's clear that the past still haunts him, and he's keeping those details tightly under wraps. Walking away from a career-saving life isn't a simple choice. It hints at something much deeper. Could someone be using his past as leverage to manipulate him? So who is really pulling the strings? Could Isaiah be connected to the late Cyrus Renault, caught up in a long-game revenge plot? Cyrus had a way of ensuring his plans carried on even after his downfall. Or is Sidwell, that unpredictable force, the one who secured Isaiah in Somalia and sent him to Port Charles with an agenda? Then there's WSB Chief Jack Brennan. Could Isaiah be his secret operative, maintaining a facade as a doctor while gathering intel and making moves behind the scenes? No matter who's involved, the truth is simmering just beneath the surface, and every move Isaiah makes is being closely watched. A cloud of suspicion has fallen over the seemingly good Samaritan Isaiah,
Fans are
on
buzzing
general
with
theories
Hospital.
that he might not be the helpful newcomer he appears to be, but rather a pawn in a larger game orchestrated by one of Port Charles' notorious villains. The question on everyone's mind, is Isaiah a plant, a carefully placed operative working for a resident bad guy? Since arriving in Port Charles, Isaiah has consistently presented himself as a compassionate and supportive individual. He's offered assistance, a listening ear, and generally integrated himself seamlessly into the lives of several key characters. This sudden altruism, however, has raised eyebrows among seasoned General Hospital viewers who are accustomed to ulterior motives lurking beneath seemingly benign actions. Theories surrounding Isaiah's true allegiance are running rampant on social media, with fans dissecting his every interaction and searching for clues. Some believe he's working for Cyrus Renault, who, despite being incarcerated, continues to wield influence within Port Charles. Others suspect that Valentin Cassadine, known for his complex schemes, may be pulling the strings. A darker possibility suggests a collaboration between multiple villains, with Isaiah serving as a crucial piece in a complicated plot. Cyrus Renault, a ruthless drug lord with a penchant for manipulation, has a history of using proxies to carry out his agenda. Even behind bars, he has demonstrated the ability to influence events in Port Charles, often employing seemingly innocent individuals to do his bidding. Cyrus is a master of manipulation, says longtime General Hospital fan Sarah Miller. He knows how to exploit people's weaknesses and turn them into his puppets. Isaiah's unwavering helpfulness could be a carefully crafted facade to gain trust and ultimately serve Cyrus's purposes. Furthermore, Cyrus has a clear motive for employing a plant like Isaiah. He may be seeking to undermine the efforts of the Port Charles Police Department, gather intelligence on his enemies, or even pave the way for a future escape. Isaiah's access to key information and his ability to move freely within the community make him a valuable asset in Cyrus's ongoing power play. While Valentin Cassadine has portrayed a more reformed image in recent years, his past is riddled with deception and calculated schemes. He possesses a sharp intellect and a knack for manipulating situations to his advantage. Some fans speculate that Valentin could be using Isaiah to achieve a hidden objective, perhaps related to ELQ, his family's empire, or even his personal relationships. Valentin is a master strategist, explains General Hospital analyst Mark Johnson. He always has a plan, and he's not afraid to use unconventional methods to achieve his goals. Isaiah could be a key component in one of Valentine's intricate plots, a way for him to influence events from behind the scenes without getting his own hands dirty. Valentine's potential motives are vast and varied. He could be using Isaiah to gather intel on his business rivals, manipulate the stock market, or even orchestrate a power grab within the Cassadine family. The possibilities are endless, and Valentine's history of complex schemes makes him a prime suspect in the Isaiah mystery. Perhaps the most unsettling theory is that Isaiah is working for multiple villains simultaneously, a puppet dancing to the tune of a sinister orchestra. This scenario would involve a collaboration between Cyrus, Valentine, and perhaps even other nefarious figures lurking in the shadows of Port Charles. Imagine Cyrus and Valentine working together, suggests General Hospital blogger Emily Davis. They could combine their resources and expertise to create a truly formidable force. Isaiah could be their inside man, feeding them information and carrying out their directives without anyone suspecting a thing. This theory suggests a larger, more complex conspiracy at play, one that could have far-reaching consequences for the residents of Port Charles. Isaiah's role as a double or even triple agent would make him a dangerous and unpredictable wildcard in the ongoing power struggles. The mystery surrounding Isaiah's true allegiance is a captivating storyline that has captivated General Hospital viewers. As the plot thickens, clues will undoubtedly emerge, shedding light on his motivations and revealing the identity of the puppet master pulling the strings. The clock is ticking, and Isaiah's actions could have devastating consequences for the people he claims to be helping. The truth about Isaiah is not just a matter of curiosity. It could have profound implications for the safety and well-being of the residents of Port Charles. If he is indeed a plant working for a villain, his actions could jeopardize lives, undermine the law, and destabilize the community. As the drama unfolds, viewers are urged to stay tuned and closely observe Isaiah's Charles may very well depend on uncovering the truth about this enigmatic newcomer and exposing the villain who is pulling the strings. The answers may be closer than anyone suspects, hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. Only time will tell if Isaiah is a friend or a foe, but one thing is certain: the truth will eventually come to light, and the consequences will be significant. The suspense is palpable, and fans eagerly await the next chapter in this captivating General Hospital storyline. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.